Good morning, guys. So, new day, beautiful day out. Yeah, so new day, new video. Today we are going to be doing sorry, some pretty birds out there. But today we're going to be doing the new turbo. I'll give you the specs on that, let you know how that is, how it kicks in. We'll dial in the turbo, and then also I have an injector cup leak. So in there are their injector cups. I started getting a hesitation in idle, loss of boost, so we are going to go over to our local Volkswagen Audi dealer and grab some cups, and then we'll go ahead and tune for you guys, so stay tuned. Alright, so mount review. So these are also with the new mounts that we put in yesterday. It vibrates, but honestly not as much as I thought it would, probably due to the fact that I also have a solid trans mount in. So other than that, it feels a lot better. The engine definitely feels planted. Yeah, it definitely feels planted. Not as much vibration as I thought, but definitely good too. Yeah, so the mounts definitely made a difference. No engine movement. Everything is planted well. No serious vibration. Like nothing is rattling. You can feel that this is definitely a different mount, but if you can deal with the slight vibrations and only really on idle, go for it. Definitely the way to go. Better again than the stock mounts. These should last. We don't know till we try, but as of now, I'm definitely down for the ride. Definitely like the setup. And then I also have to adjust the trans mount as well. I believe a bolt is loosened, so I can feel my shifter wiggling a little. But definitely going to go over all the mounts, make sure everything's good, and then once we get everything buttoned up in the injector cups, then we'll take you for a tune along with the HX40. So let's go hit this car. So at the counter, waiting for the parts, and then we'll be on our way to go back and then go install it, and then do a couple other things. So injector cups are not here. Said they will be in Tuesday, and I can't wait till Tuesday. So I guess what I'm going to do in the meantime, I'm just going to go to the junkyard, grab a few from a few different V-dubs, and hopefully none of them are cracked. Damn. Junkyard. Just in the junkyard, so now I'm going to be looking for a Volkswagen or Audi. Boom, there we go. First one in. Let's take it apart. Ooh. and B. Alright, so these ones look bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I'm gonna grab some extra ones just in case. Alright, so for those who don't know how to take the injectors off, literally two Allen key head bolts, 1, 2, pull the rail out, and then these are a giant Allen 20 mil. Alright, so as I thought, not promising. Tried taking two out, already disintegrated. So on to the next one. Alright, so I'm on my last one. And these things are very, very sensitive with age. So what this is, the injector cup, literally little nozzle, and at the other end there's like an Allen key head. Don't know if you see that. After you remove them, you will see a gaping hole inside your manifold. So I got 3. That's all I need. I have 3 leaking, so I'm gonna go back to the shop and then I'm going to install these and then adjust the mounts and go from there. All right, leaving the junkie yard. Got the cups. Didn't take anything but 10 minutes after you found the car that would allow you. And going back to the shop and then we'll install them. All right, at the Panzer Performance. Got the Audi in. Now I'm going to start taking the cups out and then go from there. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again.
YouTube.
Woo!
That's Nick. He's a good guy. Working on our own shit, not making no money. Working on our own shit, making no money.
You gotta love these guys. All right, so set you down. Do do do. Alright, so I got all 4 cups in. Didn't show you guys the full video, but all 4 are in. Actually 3. And all 3 of these that I have removed, literally each one has either cracked or completely fallen apart. So this is a good call. And then I also changed the O-rings on the injectors as well. So hopefully this resolves my issue. Alright, so I'm back at the garage, aka the Casa garage. Car is running great, boosting fucking amazingly. Boosts amazingly. So yeah, there is a meet tonight, Munchies meet tonight. We're gonna go out to that. Later on, when Josh gets off, we'll dial in the turbo. I'll let you know the brand, the specs, the costs, etc. Look, car shut off. Look at that turbo spin. Let's see. See how long this turbo can spin. Damn. Not a ball bearing, but damn. So yeah, we'll go over all of that, and then have Josh help me dial in this big turbo because the car is begging for more power now that the mounts are good. So let's do it. All right, so to add to the cracked injector cups, cracked and broken injector cups, which was creating a vacuum leak, I also got a code for air temp sensor. So this is my first one, but if I can get this thing to zoom in nicely, the diode is cracked. So don't know how I managed that. I'm assuming the boost. either boost or heat cycles, and literally just snapped it apart. So I replaced that as well. And again, the car is running perfect. And also got this. So to add to this, coupler, some clamps, and my turbo inlet. Oh, nice little bag. My turbo inlet, so I can have some nice airflow. Woo! 4 inches. Damn. Literally just slides right on. Like my bling. Alright, so oh shit. That is perfect. Didn't even have to cut it or anything. Look at that. So I'm gonna put that there so that I can get some scoop action. Force feed this big ass turbo. And then put the clamp on there. I want to do a mushroom filter. They didn't have any in the 4 inches, so I'll just be doing open air for now, and then I'll probably put a mesh screen or something. But damn, my turbo accessories. So I'll be doing that as well, and then again when Josh gets off, we will dial in the turbo and then head out to the Munchies meet at 4:20. Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen. So I owe you a video. I do apologize. Last night went to the Munchies meet and we ended up doing some adjustment out there and forgot to record. So I will be showing you how we do that. Usually I have a second person just so I can keep my eyes on the road, but I will be stationary since we're already dialed in. I'll just show you the process that we go through. Alright, so first in the car. So I turn the key on, I go to my EBC. EBC is electronic boost controller. This controller allows me to adjust torque, how sensitive it is to boost spike, and the actual wastegate when the gate opens. So I have two different maps, settings, whatever you want to call it. There's SP1 and SP2. SP1 is what I use for pretty much sports mode. SP2 is a daily. So SP1, and we go through and boost group 1. So SP is pretty much, SP is your the amount of boost you want. GP is gate pressure, and SN is sensitivity. So we usually do this by I two-step it for a little. The two-step, how big the two-step is how much boost I'm pushing. So the bigger the bangs, the more boost I'm pushing. We start there, and then after we choose the gates and the sensitivity, etc., then we do a couple runs. So example, set the settings, two-step it. So two-step it, feel the bangs. The bigger the bangs, the harder the bangs, the more boost we're pushing. So after we get that set, I go over to my torque app. Let's see. Don't know if you can see that. Kind of hard. Let's try like this. Alright, so torque app. Better. So the torque app pretty much is what I use for anything, check engine lights, diag, 0 to 60, etc. So you just go through, we do real-time charting, then I push start. Again, this is, we can get more into that if you guys want a video on this, but go to start. I choose either drag, gas mileage, baby Gunter, all these other features, but I have set up baby Gunter, which I need to change to big Gunter, and this logs. So it logs all the parameters. So engine speed, air fuel, map, intake, throttle, everything I need to know. And then we just do some pulls. I send the pulls out to Trent. Trent adjusts the tune for me. And then I go over and make more power. So that is the process of how we dial in new turbos. That is what we do. All right. So now, as some of you guys may have noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, this is a new turbo, bigger turbo, and a more powerful turbo. This turbo is a Imusa. The company I did recommend at the turbo, I still love them, still great. I just wanted a different turbo, and they did not have the specs that I wanted. So this is pretty much a whole set copycat. So a whole set are diesel turbos. They're big truck turbos and great for spooling on smaller engines. So this right here is not an HX35 but an HX40. So the HX40 is capable of 700 horsepower, 650 wheel, depending, all wheel, rear wheel, whatever. But yeah, so this turbo is a lot bigger than baby Gunter, and a lot bigger than stock. So yes, this turbo takes a little time to spool, but it only takes about 400 to 500 more RPM to spool than baby Gunter. So extra 500 RPM, and then I can make about 400 more horsepower than with baby Gunter. So this is a HX40. This is a 80 mil housing, 80 mil twin scroll housing, sorry, with I believe a 67 compressor housing. So exhaust side is fairly large, but I don't even have twin scroll set up, and that is supposed to help bring down the spool time by about 300 to 400 RPM. So $4 grand, I can get full boost, but right now I'm just taking my time because I want to dial this in before I start changing anything. So anyways, yeah. The turbo, so it's the HX40 Super, so that means that this housing is a little smaller than the original HX40 Supers. This is a 14 centimeters. You can get them in 14, 16, and 18. However, 16 and 18 are more common, so finding the 14 is a lot harder. And Imusa was the one to have it, so I went with them. Turbo's been great. Very, very aggressive kick on, which is what I like. And yeah, it's a pretty big turbo. But once I get about 2 psi at 2200, and then it just builds from there. Full boost is again 45. So it's a fairly big one. And these turbos love boost. The map sheet said they can move 72 pounds of air. I've looked it up just to be on the safe side. Everyone says the safe is usually like 67, 68. And they don't like running low boosts, 30 pounds of boost or more, because again, they're made for diesels, so that is what they require. So been doing that. Right now we're only on 28, which I don't think 2 psi should be too bad, but 28 pounds. And then once I get some bigger injectors, I'll run it up to probably somewhere in the 40s, just so I can get the most power I want out of this guy. So it is an internal gated. I have to get a new housing for the external, but it is internally gated. So I made a bracket that just holds the gate shut because I don't want to weld it. I might sell it to someone or give it away or whatever, but didn't want to ruin it. So I just made a bracket and that holds the wastegate shut, and then I have my external gate down there. So 4-inch inlet, 3-inch to the intercooler, and then 2.5 out. So great turbo, very, very powerful. Everyone says it'll blow on me. It's been about a month and a half now, and I've been beating on it. And then again, there's warranty on it, so I break it, there's a new one. But the reviews I've read on it, the whole set copies are a lot stronger than the eBay ones. And I did not actually get this from eBay. I got this from Speed Racer, their actual website. So I got it directly from them. No second and third hand parties off of eBay. Got it from them, and then went through on the specs and got a warranty just in case. But again, been beating on it already and no issues. So if you want to give them a shout, you want the specs out in writing for you, or you have any questions, let me know. I am not a 2.0 stroker. This is strictly 1.8 still. No bore, no stroke. I'm keeping everything stock. I'm trying to set a record on full interior, stock bore and stroke, and you know, AC, power lines, etc. So I'm trying to beat a record on that. So I'm going to keep everything as from factory, except for turbo and injectors. So that's the spec. More videos to come. Next video, when we get some time, I'm probably gonna go over to Wolfpack Tuning and we'll do another revision, and then we can really turn this thing up and see the power that it makes. So thanks guys for watching. Thanks for helping me out in comments, and stay tuned.